All right, well, you can't see me, but I'm here. I can't get my camera working. Doggone it. Hey everybody. Give me 1 second. Sorry for the delay. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness sakes alive. Hey everybody, thanks for the moment lapse of Edness, Ed Murphy. Oh my goodness, it sucks being blonde sometimes, but we have a really great guest tonight. His name's Sam Ginn. Samuel. Great guy, Sam the Adventure Man. Too many things to mention what this guy is right off the bat. But it's going to be a great show. I can promise you that. So don't go away, because you know what? I say we'll be right back.
We're live.
To another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout.
You heard that?
Tuesday Night Hangout Live. Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday Night Hangout Live. With your hosts, Ed Marvin, Toledo and Jess, and Dano. Tuesday Night Hangout Live is a Flashy Old Hand production.
All right, making desktop hot so they'll be able to hear us. Thank you. All right. Thank you everybody for showing up and putting up with the Edness.
Yeah, now time for the professional part of the show.
Are we on right now? Is everything up and running?
Yeah. We're hot. We're up
nice,
and
real
running.
cool. What's up, YouTube? How's it going, everyone?
Sam couldn't wait.
No, hope you got your popcorn.
You do.
I got mine.
How are you tonight, Jesse and Dano?
I'm doing good.
I'm alive.
I had an online auction here yesterday. Did really well, I think.
Excellent.
Yeah, about a stick welder, $100 stick welder for $20.
That's
They were doing
treasure.
fast crack auction.
Yep, and a 2,500 psi power washer with a Honda motor on it for $45.
Can't
Dude.
beat that.
Hell, the motor's worth more than that, and it runs. But other than that, doing good. Hey, let's say hi to some people here. First of all, let me say hi to our most excellent, world's best moderator, Mr. Lodak. Jaron, how you doing, buddy?
Hey,
And there's
Jaron.
Mike, the
Got
org.
Luke Duke hiding
Oh,
there.
yeah, Luke,
Joseph Richard and Luke Duke. Hey,
Ron
look,
F.
Dano's in the room. Kevin, how are you?
Oh, yeah, Dirt Diggers UK.
That's
Hey,
Clodhopper Scott.
right, they changed their names.
Finger
Yep.
prospecting.
And Kimmy.
Chaos Divers.
Hey,
Gold Digger
Jacob.
UK.
Oh, look
What's
at
up,
here.
guys? What's up, Jacob?
To see my brother of another
Oh,
mother.
Yeah, I
Chris
see
Dyer.
James.
There's Chris Dyer.
Oh, Chris, what's up, Chris? There's
Thomas Folks. What's up, Thomas?
Nugget
Thomas.
Brain Wayne Peterson. How are you, David B? And Exploring with Doug is in the room.
Yeah, I wonder if the cat lady's next to him. Hello.
Hello. Kingston 1816. I see you too.
Scuba guy, welcome. Like I was saying in chat, I think you'll really enjoy this show.
Yep. Joseph Richard. Oh, did I see? Is Brian in here?
Rick Adam.
Brian's hiding in there, but he's driving. He can't type.
Okay.
Okay, well, hi, Brian. Don't type.
Hey, Brian.
Keep your eyes on the road. Randy, Scotty, Tony, Keener.
RST. Even RST got into the auction last night.
Terry.
Bought himself a whole box of action figures. I was going to say Dow, but I don't think he'd like that. But action figures.
I see a new name in the chat. MP Shoot at Twice. Ron F. Welcome.
Thomas Folks. What's up, buddy? Is that it? We get everybody? Did we miss anybody? If we missed you, let us know.
Dwight Wooten. Don't think so. But
welcome, everybody.
First to the party, I believe, was Baby Girl Mining. Our friend Mike from Nevada, and Luke Duke was second. And I think we're all caught up. Hey, Thomas, I don't see your sister.
No, I don't see her tonight.
Hey, Chris Dyer.
Chris. Yeah, she just got diagnosed with diabetes. She's not happy.
It's like a 15
bummer.
Yeah, she got to eat different food. She's not happy.
Yeah, I live there.
It's about 15 seconds, Sam.
She's Mexican girl, so she likes her beans, rice, and tortillas. So.
Oh, I bet, you know.
Hello, Sheila.
I'm a gringo, and I like my beans, rice, and tortillas.
Yeah,
tortillas were the best thing ever invented.
We were just talking, me and my wife were just talking about that the other day. I said, you know what? Beans and rice, that's all I need for a meal. Some tortillas, I'd be happy.
Judy wonders why I love burritos so much, and I'm like, it's a whole four-course meal in a wrap. You have meats, vegetables,
right?
Whatever you want on it. Hey, I have Chinese food. I have tortillas in my hand.
Hey, Nugget Brain Peterson, Mr. Wayne Peterson there says, please take a moment to say a prayer for tonight for Spike.
Well, we have a announcement to make on that. Wayne, Jesse, let me expand your video, and the floor is all yours.
Okay, I'll try not to take too long, but I want to help Spike as much as I can. Unfortunately, because I'm on fixed income, I can't really give him money. And he does have a GoFundMe page on Facebook, but you guys know how I feel about that. I'm not too keen on giving Facebook money that they don't deserve. So we decided that what we're going to do to help Spike out, we're going to hold a raffle. And we're going to raffle off this green mat. It's a 10 by 36 green mat. We're going to sell raffle tickets at, what we say, $5 each?
I thought we were going to do like 20 spots at 10, or do you want to do 40 spots at 5?
What do you guys want to do? You guys want to help? Tell me how you want to do this.
Don't give them no frickin' choice.
Oh,
everybody,
right.
Help a friend in the prospecting community. He's actually our personal friend.
Right.
Met him several times.
Let's do.
I do business with them.
Let's do $10 a ticket.
$10 a ticket.
Right. For every $10 for every ticket you guys buy, you'll get entered into this raffle. where you can win this dream mat. We want, and we're gonna send it to them in care of the Flash Fam. Right. So if you want to help with that, if you want to help us with this, you can PayPal me at ToledoJess at AOL.com. And for each $10, I'll give you a ticket number. And when we reach our goal, which is,
I thought we weren't gonna do a ticket number. We're gonna do a wheel.
or the names. Either way, you'll get put into the
You'll get put in there. Names.
Yes, for every $10 ticket.
You'll get one entry.
Yeah, Spike Littlejohn, he's the guy that makes the Spike Strike sluice.
He was also worked in Alaska at Cripple River Camp for years and worked at a high banking camp way in the outback and in the tundra. He's also on an episode of the GPAA Alaskan where you kind of get to know the guy there.
Mm-hmm.
I've met him at gold shows and I do business with him. I do a little beta testing for him. And actually, we have one of his products going to be up in the future for our Patreon.
Well, what happened was Yukon Cornelius wants to know what happened. His workshop caught on fire. So he's going to be hurt. Plus, he's in the hospital. He had to go to the hospital for smoke inhalation. So right. I don't know if he's out yet.
And they have smoke damage throughout the whole house. Burnt a good part of his shop down.
My PayPal is ToledoJess at AOL.com. I typed it in there once. I'll do it again.
Okay, and again, we'll be making another video strictly for this.
Right.
We don't want to take a lot of our guest time, but we did want to bring this up in the first part of the show.
Right, and that's a 10 by 36.
10 by 36 Dream Mat.
James, I would love to take you up on that offer, but I'd like to give everybody a chance to buy a ticket and possibly win this also. If you want to send that for him, we can forward it to him in your name.
Right.
However you want to do it.
Right. Just send the note when you send it to Jesse. Just let him know. If it's just a donation or if you want an entry, we're shooting for, our goal is 20 slots at 10. That's $200 to go to him. We'll explain it more here in the very near future, right, Jesse?
Right.
Tomorrow or the next day. And we'll do it live. So anything else, Jesse?
No, but thanks, Chaos Divers. He's already Patrick Moore. Thank you.
They already donated.
Yep. For every $10, we'll be putting your name in there. So whatever you can afford, $10 at least.
I could, Michael, but there it is right there. PayPal address, ToledoJess at AOL.com.
Right, and this will be coming from the Flash Fam.
And it will be, like Jesse said, donated as the Flash Fam. So, are we ready to get back to our guest?
I guess we are.
Over there,
sure.
Watching the video.
Hey, he's being patient.
He's a good man. He's a good man. It was a pleasure spending like 4 hours with them on the river.
Yeah, you met him when you were back out west to go see your mom, right?
Yeah, for my mom's 88th birthday, I spent the morning
Right.
with Sam and Jared and I forget Jared's cameraman.
Tatum.
Yes.
Tatum.
At a boat ramp. South of upriver, south of Portland, the Willamette River. That's a fun jet boat ride on that river too. So, good time. So, Sam, how are you?
I'm doing awesome, man. Glad to be here. It's my first time doing a live stream, so it's awesome.
Excellent.
That's cool. It's fun. It's a fun time. And the more you do it, the better you'll feel about it.
Yeah,
you won't be
totally.
So I know, because you're so shy.
Should have seen us. Should have seen us doing this crap going on 3 years ago. Oh boy, was it bad.
Yeah, that happens. Same here. Oh, damn.
Thank you, OG Prospecting. Thank you.
All right, thank you, OG, and everybody else has said I can't look right now, but as soon as this show's over, I will email you all back with let you know that I got it.
A confirmation.
Yes.
Excellent.
We really appreciate it. I'm sure Spike will appreciate it. So back to the business of the show.
MP Shot at Twice says, "Hi, Sam." They're yelling.
What's up, MP? How's it going, man? Appreciate your support. Checking out my videos and all your comments, man. It's nice to see.
Excellent. Welcome to the live stream. Hey, GoPro Unlimited. Now, okay, first off, since we're on YouTube, Sam.
Yes, sir.
What made you decide to share your lifestyle of scuba diving and your search and rescue and what you have in mind for your channel? What made you pull the trigger on it to share with the world?
Well, it's kind of something I've always wanted to do. I've always been interested in making videos and putting them together, and just mostly for memories, stuff that I can show my kids one day and say, check it out, look what I did, or my grandkids. That way, when I'm older, they won't always think of me as a broke old man. They'll know, oh man, my grandpa was awesome. He actually did some stuff instead of just sitting in a rocking chair, So yeah, a little bit of that. The other thing was Jared from Adventures in Purpose. He actually reached out to me. He said, "Hey Sam, if you learn how to turn on the camera, you might be able to start making a little bit of money." He told me about that. Kind of took me under his wing. And since then, I've just been just growing and learning and figuring out how to edit videos. I can't say that I'm the most tech savvy person, but I'm definitely learning. So just little by little, and so this is, as far as where I'm going with this here, it's going to be, around the lifestyle. It's going to be around the captain lifestyle, the boating, the adventures, the rescuing people, the scuba diving, the spear fishing, the crabbing, the bonfires on the beach type thing. It's just adventures, mixed with, the treasure hunting and hiking and climbing mountains and just all the stuff that I'm already into. It's then just putting the video together in a creative way,
right?
And sharing. There's so much beauty. There's so much cool stuff that I see that I'm like, man, I wish I could show somebody. And I'd like other people to know what type of beauty is out there. So that they can also fall in love with it, protect it. Keep it dear in their heart. Share it with others. And I hope that answers your question.
So what's your full-time job?
I'm a rescue captain. I'm a rescue captain and a salvage diver.
Oh, okay. So you work for like the state or the city?
No, we're a privatized group of rescue captains.
Oh, okay.
So we do that, but we do have a contract with Towboat US. So a lot of the stuff is through Towboat US. It's kind of like a AAA for the water. You know, when somebody breaks down on the water, you know, engine failure, runs out of gas,
I know.
you know, or taking on water, you know, just
Right.
whatever. You know, our boats are fully equipped to handle just about any situation. And it, you know, all of us are highly trained individuals. You know, it only takes one person, you know, to save the day. We just jump in our boats, hit the gas, and go. And the advantage, you know, to being privatized is we don't have to go through all the red tape that the Coast Guard would. You know, a lot of times the Coast Guard cutters, it takes, you know, 5 or 6 people to operate one boat. And I had to have all the protocols. But, you know, just one of our boats, you know, we can just get dispatched and get there so quick. You know, like I said, there's not as much red tape.
Right, they got all the regulations they have to follow.
Yeah, all the we still have regulations, but just not as many, you know.
Right. And they got to do everything by the book.
Absolutely.
In triplicate.
Yeah, in triplicate.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, our biggest thing is, you know, obviously, you know, saving lives first.
Right.
And then you know, then saving property. You know, so it's a thrill, man. For me personally, it hits all 3 of my needs as a person. I get the adventures, I get to contribute to the community, you know, in a loving way, and I'm making money. So
Cool.
for me, it's a trifecta that has all 3 parts to it.
That's
you know?
cool.
And then, yeah, so I'm already in this environment to begin with, you know, doing this stuff for fun and for work. You know, for fun, I scuba dive, I treasure hunt. You know, I enjoy just being on the water. You know, the ocean is the road to everywhere, and so I just, you know, it's totally a part of who I am.
That's cool.
Have you always lived on the Sound?
No, I haven't always lived on the Sound. I've definitely grew up living close to the Sound. I lived in Lakewood, Washington. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much on the Sound. Growing up there, you know, as an early youngster, you know, we'd go out on boats and play and swim and have fun. And for me, it always felt like home. My family had a 17-foot smoker craft. It was a fishing boat. But like, I don't know, we all came together on the boat and always had a great time. It just felt like just a warm, loving place.
You said Lakeview. Isn't that on Lake Washington?
No, Lakewood.
Oh,
Lakewood,
Lakewood.
Washington. It's
okay.
Yeah, it's south of Tacoma. It's kind of by the McCord Air Force Base.
Right.
Actually, it's called Joint Lewis right now. So yeah, I just grew up on the water, by the water, in the water.
Well, actually,
yeah.
my daughter lives really close to there in Lacey.
Okay, yeah.
And then my son is down in Scott Lake. So.
Yeah, and then for a little while there, I ended up living in Chehalis, Washington. Then from Chehalis, I ended up moving down to Forest Grove, Oregon. When I was in Oregon, that was actually the furthest away from salt water that I ever was. That's when I made up my mind to become a scuba diver if I ever got back to Washington. And life brought me back here to be closer to my family. My mom lives here. I have a brother that lives here. I had a sister at the time that lived here. She's moved. So just kind of coming home, and coming home is just coming to the water, and just being a part of that again.
Well, I think Jared's gonna be available around 8:50 my time.
Okay.
But if Jacob wants, well, let's take this somewhere. Now, I saw a video of yours. You were down in the South Sound towards Olympia area.
Yeah.
And a walrus, about as
walrus.
Wasn't it a walrus?
A sea lion.
Sea lion. I'm sorry, not a walrus. A sea lion, a huge sucker.
Yeah, man.
A couple of them were lounging on a sailboat that you did a video of.
Yeah, yes, sir. So I saw the video. It was kind of already going around Facebook and YouTube, making its rounds. Kind of going, I guess, almost, just starting to go viral. And I got a call through dispatch for my rescue boat company saying, hey, we got a guy down in the South Sound. He'd like you to come down or give him a call. And he's having some issues on his boat. And so I called the dude, he says, "Hey man, I got these sea lions on my boat. I need them to be scared away." Now there are laws, there are marine laws that protect the sea lions. I mean, you can't harass them. You got to stay. I think it's 100. You got to stay 100 feet away from them. You got to give them their space.
Right.
And I told the dude, I said, "Hey man, I really don't know if you want to pay for the time for my boat, because our boat, there's an hourly rate that you have to pay for, through the company." I said, "Man, I don't know if you want to pay for that. All you got to do is just yell at them. Just say, 'Hey, sea lions,' or yell at them, and they'll go away." And or make a big racket or something, And so he was actually on another boat that was close to his, so he was able to shoo him away from a distance. He was a super cool guy, super peaceful. But I ended up going to bed that night, and it just kind of, I woke up in the middle of the night and I felt like, man, Sam, you might have something here. And so I called him back and I said, "Hey man, would it be cool if I came and checked out the damage of the boat?" And he said, "Yeah, absolutely." I met up with him in Olympia. When I got there to the water's edge, he had a kayak, and he actually there was a canoe that he hid in the bushes. And so we pulled that out and I just paddled on over with him and just checking out his boat. And then obviously you guys seen the video. It was just cool, man. It was just right place, right time. I got a lot of attention from that video. I think I almost have 100,000 views, which for me is a lot. I'm a new channel just starting off, and like 100,000.
But you broke
is
the
huge.
1,000 subscriber mark now.
Yeah. Yep.
Speaking of that, when I think about where you're at right now is the first time we had Jared on.
Yeah, and actually, crazy thing is, I looked it up, and he was last on exactly. If you go a year from now, or excuse me, not a year. If you go back a year, he was on. I think it was the 21st or the 22nd of last January.
Right.
So I think it's funny that one year
And
later,
you're
here I am.
and
Thanks, Jared.
He has over 188,000 subscribers now.
Oh man, yeah, his channel blowing up, man. But he's an awesome dude. He's doing great things. In the community, has a huge heart. Just to hang out with him and get to know him personally. You guys see him on camera, but off camera, he's just he's the type of guy you want in your corner. Just solid dude.
He was always really nice and personable in chat on our shows several times now, and it was great meeting him. It was like I already knew him. I like I told him, like I told you, I wish it wasn't my last day and I wasn't already checked out of my hotel room. I didn't want to strip down and shower at my mom's. So
yeah, Ed, man, I was disappointed. I was hoping we'd hang out a little bit. I get to know you a little better.
Next time.
Yeah, next time, man.
There will be a next time.
So what area? Just hang out here. Hang out with us every Tuesday night, and you'll get to know us.
So Ed, where do you live, Ed? What town or city are you in?
I'm in a small fishing, a small farming community in West Central Ohio.
Okay.
Jesse's up in Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo.
And Daniel.
And Dano.
I'm over on the Indiana border, about mid-Ohio.
Okay.
I'm smack dab in the middle of them.
Yeah, about 10 minutes off the Indiana border.
Oh, wow. All right. So it's Jared. What's up, man?
And Jared.
Here, I'm gonna put it on gallery view now, so Jared could be
can the people see him?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Question is, do they want to see him?
Congratulations, Jared, getting to what I say on one of your videos. Soon 1 million. I can see it now. You'll be giving your buddy Patty Mayo some competition up there in 1 million before too long.
Yeah, we there's some people we don't associate with anymore. So, but I appreciate the mention of him anyway.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, but congratulations on approaching 200,000. 188 plus. That's a
That's
huge
cool.
accomplishment in what time? The first time you were on, I think a year ago, as Sam brought up, you had about as many subs as he does now.
I think so. Yeah, right around 1,000. I know that we were under 2,000 for sure, pretty much. And then I think we were just right around 4 or 5 when we came on the second time.
Yeah. And moved like a skyrocket.
And I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody that's been involved, that's been watching our stuff, and just our evolution over this past 18 months. I mean, you guys all know that we started off with just hey, we're just a couple of crazy guys that got in the river as some other divers were, and it was cute to pick up a few cell phones and stuff in the beginning, but now it's like we've kind of evolved and taken it to a whole new level that Sam and I and the other guys that have been helping me out, we've really become a specialty kid, and really grateful for this as well. Like, you would not believe the number of people I grew up to now in the past week that have reached out with cold cases that local law enforcement just cannot help them out in the same way that Nathan's family was not getting help. And so I really look forward to 2020 on where it's going to take us, and the new people that we're going to meet, and the families that we're going to be able to help along the way.
I have to say, the video with Nathan and the stuff on the Missouri River, that was a touching video, man.
Thank you.
That definitely is going to take it a whole new level.
Yeah. And I couldn't have done it without Sam there. And is Jacob on too? Where's he at?
He's in the chat room right now. I know that.
Yeah, I feel bad for Jacob, because I don't want him to forever be known as the cameraman that just happened to be there. So Jacob was incredible as well. I mean, we could not have done it without Jacob. We could have done it without all the volunteers that were there that day. And that's the power of all of this, is that we don't need an organization to tell us what to do. I mean, Ed, you, me, everybody on here, we all have the power to do something to make a change and a difference in somebody else's life, and we don't need any type of an organization telling us we can.
And it's not like you got to change the world.
Yeah.
Just one little change can start a whole chain reaction. You know. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and speaking of that chain reaction too, I mean, we have people that, so a lot of people have been asking me about lift bags as well, because they're seeing what we're doing. They want to start doing the same thing across the U.S. So, yeah, we've actually are starting and launching our own lift bag company. So we have our first bags that are going to be used next week in some of our new videos. And we have, a dozen plus pre-sales already. So I'm really grateful for those that have been watching and wanting to make a difference in their area as well. So we are now officially in the lift bag business.
Cool.
Excellent. I'm really happy for you, Jared. And like I told Sam, the next time I'm back home, I want to get dirty and really help you guys. And
well, you better hurry. Yeah, you better hurry, because we're running out of cars in Portland. I'll tell you what, though, Ed, the good news is, if you want to travel with us, we got a lead on 130 cars down there in Texas in the bayous, another 30 up in Illinois. We know there's at least another 15 over there in Warren County. I don't want to get in that river again, but I'll do it for you.
Just for you, Ed. Just for you.
Just
what
for
a
you,
guy.
Ed.
I feel honored. But I had a friend of ours mention something about in Kentucky. You might have another collaboration with out here or something big in a lake.
Yeah, with Cody and Ray and Brian Bishop. But yeah, there's a helicopter over there that we're looking for, as well as we might have a lead, as you may have heard, on a semi tractor truck as well. So that's only 24,000 pounds, which will be my heaviest lift yet. No problem at all. It's a good thing I'm in the lift bag business now, right? And also today I've been emailing back and forth with another gentleman in Tennessee, and there's and I don't know, Sam, you can tell me how much a 40-foot steel hull houseboat weighs. He thinks it weighs 20,000 pounds, but yeah, it looks like I'll be heading to Tennessee.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah, looking to go
Wow.
collab with somebody else. So 20,000 pounds, is that about where we're at, Sam?
Yeah, maybe just a little more ish. Depends on how thick, the shape. I mean, send me a picture.
It's underwater. I don't have a picture.
No, do you know what type of boat it is? Any idea what type it is?
Yeah, it's a houseboat.
I mean, but what brand? I mean, there's quite a few. No idea. No, we could
No
figure it out.
But yeah, they sent me a picture. They sent me a picture of just like canopy as it's sinking. So that's the only picture I have.
Well, cool. That's all we need. We'll figure it out.
There you go.
Hey, let's chat about Sam for a minute. You know, I don't know, I missed the whole conversation, but yeah, Sam hooked up with me a couple months ago, and he's got incredible experience as a boat captain up there in Seattle, and yeah, he's been a incredible friend. He's probably near the top of my list, at least in the top 4, maybe at least
4.
7.
That's pretty good. I'll take it. That's pretty good.
Well,
Yeah,
I know you two been working a lot together lately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
no, yeah, he's got the ability to break away, and that's what's, you know, and that's I want to point that out as well. You know, we took some heat on this last video because we did publicize it. We did our best to explain it in the beginning of the video, but you know, I had somebody that actually asked me a direct comment question on that video today. They said, if you had not put this on Facebook or YouTube, would you have been able to do this? And the answer is 100% no. There's no way we could have ever helped Nathan's family, nor would anybody have these new 7 kids that reached out to us would have never been possible without the YouTube and Facebook platform, as well as with us putting ads on it. I mean, this is how we live. This is how we travel. This is how we pull money out of our own pocket to put back into something to help families that simply don't have something. So, you know, I do want to, you know, I am very grateful to YouTube, Facebook, and to those that do understand why we do this, why we document it. You know, it's not just about, you know, one of us being out there. We have an incredible time, but 100% could not be doing this without technology and what's you know, what we're doing.
Yeah, it's totally given us the opportunities. It's totally paved the way, and, you know, giving us gas money and gear, and our hearts are already there. You know, we just need a little funding. This has definitely supplied that.
Yeah, just think you'll have your dry suit sponsor too before too long, Sam.
Yeah.
I remember when Jared was on, and he was working with the leaking dry suit. Had to borrow your dad's, if I remembered right.
Yeah.
And I was commenting about maybe one day you'll have a dry suit sponsor, and lo and behold, dude, Evo, which I bought my Evo gimbal because of you, Jared.
Hey, I appreciate you support the sponsors, and you know, I want to give a shout out to, you know, to all of our sponsors. You know, Evo's been with us since O3 dry suits came on, and incredible sponsors. In fact, I have another dry suit coming my way that's kind of a custom new Mr. Light type of edition for what is we're doing, the front donning. Could not be doing this, telling the stories that we are now with OT. You know, they've sponsored us with the full face mask, but also the ability to, you know, do the communication underwater. That way we can talk with the boat's topside, as well as record the stories for, you know, to share with you guys as well. So appreciate them. And,
That
you
has
know,
to make it a lot more safer for you guys too, having the intercoms in your mask.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, at least it lets Sam hear that I'm running out of air and that I may not be coming up ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep listening. All right, he's breathing. He's okay. As long as he's breathing, he's good.
As long as he's talking to you, he's still
as long
breathing.
as he's talking and breathing, no problems.
Here's Jacob right now.
Nice.
But you know, we started as, you know, incredible diet. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, there's a green thing. Anyway, you know, we started as you know, divers, you know, did it recreationally. You know, we continue to hone our skills. I say that we've become, you know, professionals at this, and you know, but with that, we learn with everyone as we continue. You know, we now have a certain chain we use certain, grade chain. We now have certain carabiners we're using, so that way don't flip off and, and this is information that we don't want to keep to ourselves. We want to spread the word, the message, and others that, if you want to get, give me a call, or want to collab, or you got something. If you got cars in your area, hey, let's go get them together.
Well, I know a few Corys with stuff in them.
I got a quarry here in Toledo that's got cars, train cars, front end loaders, all kinds of equipment down in the
They
bottom of the quarry.
probably use it for scuba diving too.
Yeah, well, I guess when they were doing the quarry, it all of a sudden started flooding. They couldn't get none of the equipment out. They had to close it.
Oh,
And,
that,
I'd like to see that.
Front end loader, as long as it's less than 100 feet, and even 130, we can push it. But yeah, if you got a front end loader, let me know. I mean, I think people are going to want to see that come out. And I know this guy that makes lip bags. He's always up for a challenge.
Jacob said he can't join, guys.
Come on, Jacob. What's going on?
Can't show him. He's special.
Should I? So I could call him and put him on speakerphone.
Hey, on that note, I have like 2 more minutes for you guys. I got to go grab some dinner with the girls.
I know you're on vacation.
Yep. Is there any specific questions or anything that has come in that I can answer real quick for anybody?
I haven't seen anything.
That's because they're here for Sam, not me.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, right.
I got my popcorn, Jared.
Well,
see this? Popcorn.
I do want to say hi to a few people that just come in. You don't mind?
We'll do that. But here, let's wait till Jared jumps out, and before we take it full to Sam again, because we do have a birthday boy in the room, and maybe even a birthday girl kicking around. So, but Jared, again, it was a great pleasure meeting you in Oregon. And next time, like I said, I'll get a hold of you sooner and make it so I can work around you better.
Yeah, absolutely. This thing is actually working out for us. We are full-time YouTubers now, and so I don't see us going away anytime soon. So whenever you're ready, just hit me up. We are traveling the U.S. as well. Like I said, Tennessee, Kentucky. We're hitting Georgia soon. A Smuggler's Alley up there in Canada. So it looks like I'll be up there as well to go see about some $1 million drug running runs that have sunk. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh. Yeah, it's
cool.
taking you to a whole new level, buddy.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's been fun. Hey, Ed and everybody, appreciate it. I'm gonna and we'll catch up with you guys later.
You
right,
too. You're more than welcome. Have a great vacation. Thanks for calling, Jared.
All right. Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We know that line, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's cool, man. It's cool to see Jared.
Yeah.
He's on vacation right now, enjoying his family. He's a good dude. Family man, just awesome.
Yeah, he is. I really enjoyed the time I was there, even though I was on the bank most of the time, on the boat ramp. But yeah, nonetheless. Oh, doggone it. I pressed the wrong button.
Host has stopped.
Yeah, that was
the
my
host
bad.
Has asked you to start your video. Can you see me? Okay, I might have to call in my tech support.
No, you're good. You're good. I wanted to spin your video and make it big again. Bam. I tell you, I'm really having some blonde moments tonight.
Well, that's cool.
At least you know it's not you, right?
And everybody, I can say it, I'm partially blonde. So, blonde,
Mostly
white,
blonde.
and
I used to be blonde, but then my hair is kind of changing.
It will do that. Eventually, it will start turning gray, like mine. What got you into when you left to Oregon? Were you a captain yet? All of that decision happened when you were landlocked, huh? In Oregon.
Yeah, man. Yes, yes. So yeah, I was landlocked and locked in I don't know. It's actually diving and scuba diving in general was something I always wanted to do. But in my mind, it like seemed like this outer space type of idea that was so unattainable due to life, life choices and some circumstances. I found myself being a very young father, not making a whole lot of money and just barely able to make ends meet. I had a lot of personal issues, things I was going through, a lot of demons I was fighting. And I ended up going through a counseling program. And in the counseling program, they talked about, pursuing your dreams. And I went through the program and I was making some life changes. I decided, you know what, I always want to be a diver, man. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to start becoming a diver. I got a little bit of Christmas money came in, like $50. Somebody sent me like a little Christmas card, here, go get something. And actually I ended up taking the money and spending it on the electric bill, but I had like $5 left over. So I decided to go to a dive shop. I said, man, diving's so cool, man. It's awesome. And I looked around the dive shop and I got incredibly discouraged because everything was so expensive. The scuba gear was so costly, the classes, and I just kind of left and I hung my head and was kind of just sad and low. And it just kept on like eating at me, this dream to become a diver, became a diver. And so then I just ended up going back in the shop and I still had that $5 like in my wallet. And I went there, I looked around, I couldn't afford anything. So I ended up leaving with a Scuba magazine, just a dive magazine. I came home, I found like a jar. Oh, what's up, Jacob? I see you, man. I came home, I found a plastic bottle, I cut off the top. And I took some pictures that I cut out from that dive magazine. I ended up taping it on the bottle itself. And I told myself from that day on, for the rest of my life, until I reached my goal, I was going to at least put one dime inside that bottle. And from that point on, every single day, I at least put one dime. Some days I put $1. Other days I put $5. One day I even put $20. Anyway, so I lived in this, so I lived in this community. I was in an apartment complex and everyone kind of knew everyone. And I started, talking about my dreams. Yeah, I'm going to be a diver one day. Some people are like, yeah, right, Sam, that's crazy talk. That's, that's what rich people do. But a few people believed in me, and a few people, really encouraged me. And before too long, there was people in the compartment, in the apartment complex. They would actually share their change with me. They said, hey, I was saving this change for the last week. I want to give it to you. I want to give it to your dive fund. Just one day when you become a diver, share some pictures with me. Because I want to see you succeed. I want to see you successful. Then finally, after a year and a half of saving, I had enough money for dive lessons, scuba gear. I had all the things, but so it definitely wasn't 100% anything that I did all on my own. It was definitely my dream and me stepping forward, and just the dream and knowing that even if it was one dime a day, I was getting closer. It was the love and the support from the people around me and the community that really encouraged me to do that. And now you fast forward, till now, depending on what the job is, I could make what easily in a day, I could make what it took a year and a half for me to save. I mean, this depending, especially some of these salvage jobs that we go on, we're making, King Kong dollars. It's just unbelievable, but it was the belief in myself. It was the changing personal habits. It was the accepting, where I was at. It was just, it was all around introspective, personal betterment that brought me to this place. And then once I became a diver, I started looking around and I said, oh man, this diving is awesome. It really was the coolest thing for me just to go down and find a starfish. I mean, it just blew my mind, man. I felt like a superhero, put this on, you go down, and it's just awesome. It was amazing. And every time I saw, kids or something on the beach, I'd come up and show them crabs or starfish that I had caught. And I had a real great time with that. And then actually a buddy of mine, his name is Corey Cooper. He used to be a firefighter. He was real involved in like search and rescue type stuff. He actually lost a leg in a motorcycle accident. And to kind of cope with what he was doing, he got into scuba diving as an amputee. He became an incredible scuba diver, and me and him developed a friendship. He encouraged me to join like search and rescue with him. I said, yeah, cool, man. I'll join a search and rescue team, dive team out of Kitsap County. I joined that. I trained with those guys for a while. I didn't go on a whole lot of missions. We did a few missions. I remember going looking for bodies, looking for guns. And then after that, I started looking around as I was doing that, I started looking around for opportunities to, work as a diver full time, because I just loved this, diving was awesome. I found a gig actually about 5 hours from where I live. And I would drive there, I would work, and then I'd come home, because for me, I was like chasing my dream. I just had this belief that, if I just pushed it a little farther, if I just went a little farther, if I kept on going, yeah, I'm this far, I might as well keep going. I need to get the experience. And so I would drive 5 hours each day just so I would get the experience. And I was installing boat lifts on people's, lakes. People would live, in their homes, and they would, get these little lifts that would lift their, little runabout boats out of the water, and so that's what I did for a little while. I did that. And that get, between doing the search and rescue, and working on the boat lifts, it gave, and my recreational diving, it gave me the experience to actually approach a commercial company, which is in the area. I approached those guys. I worked with them for a season. Some things going on with my kids, I had to stop. I ended up becoming pretty much a stay-at-home dad for a short amount of time, to help my son with some things. And then when I went back to work, I ended up just starting my own dive business. Started working on the side, working on just cleaning boats, changing zincs, doing little search and recovery type things, doing that for a while. And then just looking at these boats, man, seeing how these people live. There are a lot of liveaboards in the community, people that just live on boats, and they just go from place to place, having adventures. So I went from a community where, people were just talking about maybe going in the next town over, to now in this community where people were talking about, just coming in from New Zealand. People like, yeah, I just sailed in from New Zealand. We've been gone like on a 6-month voyage. Or people, coming in that have, circumnavigated the world, and and you're talking to these people, hearing their stories about volcanoes and Indian chiefs, and scuba diving and spearfishing and being chased by sharks. I mean, me, the adventure in me, man, my eyes just keep on getting bigger and bigger.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. And so. I just kept on chasing the dream, and at that time I was working, like I said, I had my little dive business, but my main job there, I was doing warehouse work. I was working for a medical company, just, driving forklift, moving boxes, but always diving on the side, always, pushing that dream a little further. And actually, then finally I said, I'm going to step away from this warehouse job. I want to go find a boat that I could live on. So I went ahead and I found a boat that I could live on. It took some looking. My girlfriend and I, we ended up moving on that, and we lived there for about 1.5 years, 2 years as liveaboards, and our overhead, our monthly overhead dropped like drastically. We were down to spending maybe a quarter of what we used to spend, and freeing up all that money allowed me to live just. I got to the point where I was debt free. I just, all the money that I freed up, I put to my bills, I paid off everything. At that point, I was behind on my child support. I was working towards getting caught up, but like I said, my decisions earlier led me down this dark hole. And, and returning to the water, returning to boats, being a liveaboard for a short time. that really just saved me, really saved my spirit, really just brought me to this place of, of happiness and joy, So now I'm on the boat, with me and my girlfriend, and we're living super cheap. And it was great, man. Like I said, we were able to save a lot of money, get caught up on our bills, have a lot of experience. We were living so cheap, we were able to, travel all around the world. People would look at me and say, Sam, how are you able to, travel around the world and do all these things? I'm like, well, my rent is only, $500, because I'm living aboard. We're, like, let's say so $500, live aboard, for the type of boat that we were on. And in that area, an apartment would go for like $1,200,
Right.
or $1,600, something that's, more suitable. So since we were saving all that money, I decided, to quit my job at the warehouse. I just quit my job, and I ended up working at the marina as a maintenance dude. And I thought to myself, hey, if I work at this marina for a while, if I'm around the marina, around boats, this will help my dive business, which it did. It absolutely did. Eventually, I stepped away from being a maintenance dude to just having my dive business. And then a guy at the marina who was actually running the pump out boat. Now, a pump out boat is a boat that goes from one boat to another and it pumps out the sewage for the liveaboards. And the guy that was doing it, he had already been doing it for about 5 years, and he was sick and tired of the rainy season here. He wanted to go down to San Diego. He approached me. He said, "Hey Sam, man, you got to take this job. You got to do this. I mean, I know that you're just doing diving. Maybe you can fit this in." And I looked at him, and I just had that feeling like this is something I need to do. I mean, have you ever had that, when someone speaks to you and you're just like, whoa, this is God talking, or this is, the universe trying to tell you something. But I just had this gut feeling that, I needed to, jump on this opportunity. And so I ran the poop boat. I ran the poop boat in Boss Harbor Marina in Tacoma for about 2 years. And what that did for me was that allowed me the opportunity to get sea time. Now, in order to become a captain, you have to have 360 days at sea. And at that point, I probably only had like 80 days at sea. But doing the pump out job, I was able to be on the water at least 2 days a week. And over time, I ended up accumulating enough sea days. Now, a sea day is, like I said, constitutes as 4 hours, and you can split 8 hours in half between on a 24-hour period. So I was able to get my hours, and then once I got my hours,
get 2 for 1 kind of type thing.
Exactly. So if you work an 8-hour shift, you can split that. So it's in a 24-hour period, so you can split that. So I ran the pump out boat. I was the guy out there, going around pumping out the dookie. I mean, everyone always had jokes. They'd laugh, and I heard so many poop jokes. Captain Caca, Mr. Poo, all kinds of stuff. But I knew that doing that literally crappy job. I mean, you're there, you're smelling stuff you don't want to smell. I knew that would get me to the point I wanted to be, which is now. It got me the sea time. I was able to get my captain's license. I got on with a company here doing rescue work because of my experience as a diver, because of my experience as a captain, because of me being on the water, living on the water, being around boats. It just opened up so many doors, man. But it's just been like one step after another step after another step, and there's just so many people that I could thank along the way. I'm definitely not a self-made man in any way. There's been so much love, so much support, so many people encouraging me as through each step. And now here I am. Last year, I think I rescued / assisted maybe 200 people, on the water.
That has to be such a rewarding job.
Oh no, it's huge, man. Because when I remember the first rescue I went on. I volunteered you got to volunteer with the company for about 2 months as a deckhand, they want to check you out, make sure you're serious. And I remember the first one I went on, it was late at night, it was stormy, the water was, just like a washing machine, slosh, slosh, slosh. Everything was crazy, and it's pitch black. We get out to this little sailboat that's just getting beat to crap, and we get up there, and we take control of the vessel, and we start bringing it in. And when we got to the dock, it took about 2 or 3 hours to get it to the dock, because it was out quite a ways. We get him safe and secure there in the marina. It's an older gentleman, but up pops like 3 little kids. And I have kids. I have kids. I really do love people, and that initial feeling saying, wow, we just really saved some people that were in absolute terror. Like I said, that for me is so like rewarding. It was just like, it just kind of like a hit in the chest, like bam. It was like, wow, I can't believe what we just did. And and from that point on, even before then I was hooked, but from that point on I was even hooked more so. I said that I've saved / rescued at least 200 people. I'd have to say, most of those have been people who ran out of gas, people who ran over a crab trap. A lot of those haven't been real serious. I'd probably say there's about 7 or 8 times that it was like, whoa, this is really serious. The boat's taking on water. If we don't get there, they're going to sink. And
that can lead into another question that will come up. After this, real quick, Jesse, I know you want to say some hi to people, and we do have a couple of birthday people in the room.
Right.
And I think one of them's expecting a song.
Well,
song?
bummer.
Who's the birthday person?
Wrong radio
Earth
show.
Radio. Ronald, are you still here?
I'll sing if you guys sing with me. We can all sing together. It'd be terrible. We can do it.
Oh,
No.
you should
It's
hear
always
us.
terrible if we do
We're
it.
all
It's always
messed
with
up.
or without you. It'll be terrible. Trust me.
Okay.
It's not your typical birthday song.
No.
Not even close. So we'll just say happy birthday, Ronald.
Ronald, happy birthday. Thank you very much. And thank you, Nick, for the super chat.
So side note, I told Jacob to tell me if I had like a booger in my nose since he's watching. Anyway, I don't know if you can see, but this is what he sent me here.
He hasn't told you yet, huh?
No, he sent me a message saying I got a booger in my nose. Thanks, Jacob.
Oh, okay.
That's a real friend right there. You know,
What a
something I'll look
buddy.
out for you.
What a buddy. You better wipe now. I mean it.
Thanks, bro.
Well, I
There's
know you've
Jacob
had the
now.
pleasure of meeting our friend, our coal mining friend from
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Illinois,
Great dude.
Jacob.
Great dude.
We've invited him here. One day I'm gonna meet you, you SOB. But
Son of a beauty.
it's been great knowing you on here nonetheless. Jacob's been on our show before a year or so ago. How was your experience with Jared, Sam, and the Missouri River?
How was my experience? My experience was, well, first of all, it was humbling experience to be in that certain situation, but to be meeting Sam and Jared that I've known Jared for about 2 years, and
I know you were like his #1 fan.
Yeah, it was fun to meet. I mean, we had about as good as time as we could while we were there, but you know.
Oh, I understand the circumstances. It was a very somber moment. You had a job to do.
And we got it finished. And you know, Sam and Jared, it was amazing to watch them work, you know, and to be able to capture it was even better.
So. If King Prospector, Chris, if you're here, wish Caitlin a happy birthday. It's her birthday today.
Oh,
and
happy birthday,
my grandson back home in Washington. Birthday's tomorrow, Hunter. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, guys.
Like Little John, it's
Happy
great
birthday.
to see you're out of the hospital now and here in our room with us, brother.
Yep. You bet. Well, let's say hi to Vicky too. Vicky's in the room now.
Vicky. I sent the punch plate out today, Vic. So,
And the other Ed is here. How's it going, other Ed?
Ed and Judy, hello.
Mm-hmm.
Ed's at work though.
Yep, and GoPro, he's here, unlimited.
Yep, Jeff, good to see you.
Is Spike still in here?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I'll wait a little while. Well, Spike, I hope you get better. Hope your everything comes out okay for you. If anybody, all those people that have sent to my PayPal, if you haven't received an email from me, it's because I haven't received that from you yet. Make sure you sent that to ToledoJess@AOL.com. Hey, there's Adam. What's up, Adam?
All right. Well, now, you did a good job of cameraman, Jacob.
Yes, sir.
A very important job. Did a good job, buddy. And
yeah, I appreciated Jared's comment about me not just being a cameraman, you know.
You're more than a cameraman. We know that. We know that.
Let's just get things straight, you know. I mean, I was the cameraman.
But you are not the cameraman, right?
No, he's much more than a cameraman. much.
Cameraman's an important job. That's just as
Yeah.
important as what you're doing. You know?
Yeah, well, without him, people wouldn't know, what we're doing, and so he's
Exactly.
definitely a piece to the puzzle.
Yep.
Getting this out so that the world can see and we can do this for more people. Like this is
Right.
definitely, they're calling, they're calling a lot of us heroes, but this is 100% team effort. And Jacob was absolutely part of that team.
Now,
so
did
this is,
Jacob contact Jared and you to come out, or since it's more towards his neck of the woods, how'd that work?
I'm actually not sure how that worked. I know that I talked to Jared, and Jared said, "Hey, Jacob's going to be coming and hanging out, helping out, and being a cameraman." Jacob would probably be better, to explain how they got hooked up on that.
Well, as he said about the cameraman, so it is my area. I was 3 hours away. Jared and I have talked for like 2 years. We've always wanted to meet each other, and then this opportunity came up, and he asked me if I would help him out, and I said yes, definitely. I knew that I didn't have enough experience to even think about going into the Missouri River because low vis, high current, way too crazy for me for only being underwater for 17 dives. I think 18 now. But these two guys, they showed me something, and I really want to extend my scuba diving experience and to be able to help in the next dives that we go on. So
You'll get there. You'll get there, buddy.
We'll definitely be having some adventures coming up soon. So
totally. Absolutely.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to be part of some of them, even if it's a deckhand or whatever.
Maybe you could be the cameraman this time.
Well,
Come on out, Ed.
deckhand,
Come on out.
whatever.
You can sleep on my boat, man. I got an extra bunk.
Hey, you never know, buddy. You never know. I just might
seriously,
be
man,
like,
you're welcome to come out.
Hey, Sam, I'm heading towards Olympia area, dude.
Yeah, you might have to be on watch to keep the seals away, though.
That's okay. Those things
Walruses.
are pretty.
Well,
yeah,
that's
whatever.
right,
Okay.
Yeah,
Where, I wish I could throw something at you, but I break my monitor.
Do you see what the other Ed said? Just don't let Ed do the editing.
What?
Editing Ed.
No,
Thanks,
don't do it.
HD.
No, don't do it.
We all know how Ed is about editing.
Hey,
Ed,
I
where's those
got
videos
that.
at?
I got that new Dream Mad video filmed and edited and posted in one night.
When he found those two
Incredible.
chunks of gold, he got that video out directly.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Well, there are priorities. When they sit in the editing room for 3 months, 6 months, a year, the motivation kind of dies with it.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm working on them.
So Ed, real quick, you guys, we're almost there. I know some of you said you sent money, but I haven't received it. If I didn't send you a email yet, it's because I haven't gotten anything in my PayPal. We're close. A few more tickets. We might be able to give us away tonight. What?
So what is it you guys are giving away? I didn't catch that part.
Oh, okay. Since he's not here in the room anymore, I will tell you again. And for those that just showed up, we're giving our buddy Spike from Spike Strike Equipment had a fire yesterday, the day before. Burned up his shop and stuff. He wound up in the hospital for a couple of days. But we're gonna raffle this 10 by 36 Dream Mat for $10 a ticket. Those that I've already sent them emails back to verify their tickets. Some people said they sent money, but I don't see it. So $10 a ticket. All the money is going to Spike to help him out. They do have a GoFundMe page, but no one seems to be putting anything into that page at all. At least they weren't earlier. So we're raffling this off. We're going to give the money straight to Spike. So if anybody wants to get in for a chance at some Dream Mat, here's your opportunity. Send $10 a ticket. It's to YouTube, Toledo Jess at AOL.com.
Real cool.
And I will send you email back verifying that I got it and telling you how many tickets you bought. And there we go. We're almost there, guys.
Yeah, that's a shame, man. Good thing that we can use the power of YouTube to, help
Right.
somebody else out. This whole YouTube thing to me still blows my mind. How we can, put stuff on this platform, bring awareness as individuals. Before, with television, you used to have a media company, and you used to have to go through all these steps. But now we have this open avenue which we can all
Right.
use, where we can help people like your friend or to go and recover someone's loved one in Missouri. This
Sure.
is this YouTube I think is it's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that I've met on YouTube has been pretty cool. And if you if you are into any particular thing at all, you can get on YouTube and find people that are doing the same thing. Get into their communities, and pretty much they're really friendly and open to most people. Hell, even the trolls have their own community, So
Totally.
So it's pretty cool. I like it. I love watching YouTube.
I just came. I'm looking for the GoFund post for
It was
Spike
on
Littlejohn.
Facebook.
I am looking on Facebook,
Okay.
but I came across a post by our guest, Late Night Salvage. Sam?
So, I'm sorry, say again.
Your Late Night Salvage. You posted it 8 hours ago.
Oh yeah, 8 hours ago. I don't know if there's a way to show any pictures on this. But yeah, I got a call. I just lost my train of thought. I apologize. Yeah, where was I there?
Well, I could kind of show pictures. Here,
Yeah,
I'll move this over there. I'll go to the beginning. Okay, there's a boat, sailboat.
Yeah.
Okay. Right there. You should be able to see it now. That's your first picture.
Yeah, there's the first picture there, So we got the call that there was a boat that needed salvage. It actually broke free from its mooring line, and it just got dashed on the rocks. There's some rocks you can't see in the picture. It was bashing against the rocks, ended up bashing against those pilings. And then, with the storm surge and everything, it ended up pushing it high up on the bank. The tide would still hit it, but by that time, the keel was already ripped off completely. A big old hole was there. And so this is, and we didn't really know what we were getting into, but our boats, like I said, we bring everything.
The feed.
Oh, no problem.
Huh.
What'd you do?
Nothing. It shows green on my end. We're back. All right.
Yeah, I can see it now.
We're back.
So there you can see that that's the fella. He's in there. He's standing, and the ceiling of the sailboat is at his back, and we're just in there, looking around and kind of coming up with the game plan. So you can go ahead and keep going to the next picture and see what else we got in there.
Okay.
You can just kind of skip. I can just talk as you skip through.
There's another
there's
view.
the sailboat. Yep, there it is. It's laying down.
Okay, it looks like you're pumping out the boat.
So now we're pumping it out, getting all the water out. This is, again, this is what we do. This is a common thing. I love this stuff because you get there and a lot of it's thinking on the fly. A lot of it's new, a lot of it's different, a lot of it's there's just different circumstances, and you're always racing against the tide. There's always there's so much there, and it's just wonder. It's dirty, it's grimy, it's you're dealing with tools, you're dealing with dive gear,
right.
it's just in some situations you're saving the vessel, or a person. And it's just,
Ohio Relic Hunter was wondering what's the length of the boat.
oh, this one here is a 34-foot boat. It's a 34-foot Nordic. It's this one here is about 130K if you were to buy this boat. Yeah, there's me. I'm pumping it out. You can see the water's coming out. Just keep on cruising through.
Okay, I'm saying thank you and good night to Death Spear. I need 4 hands sometimes.
Right?
I need that 4th monitor. Ooh, yeah, the bottom looks pretty hammered.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite seeing what you're seeing yet.
Oh,
yeah,
you
there we
should
go.
be able
I
to
see the bottom now. Yeah, so right now, that's the bottom of the boat. We're patching up the holes, and you can see where that board is. That's used to be a keel there. 4,500-pound keel that would keep the boat upright. Especially with the weight of the mast. You put that mast there, and the boat just wants to flop over. So you put the weight of a keel underneath, and it will help keep it upright. And also the beautiful thing about sailboats, if you're in a storm, if everything's all sealed up and everything's golden, you get flipped around and rolled on a wave, the boat's going to right itself again. I mean, you might go for a bumpy ride, but sailboats are super safe as long as they have their keel. Again, like I said, we ended up boarding it up, and we applied some stuff called splash guard. It's kind of like the consistency. I can't think of my words that come out of my face.
Consistency.
Anyways, thanks, bro. Anyway, it's kind of like, say it one more time.
Consistency.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Anyway, it's the same as like silly putty, And so
Yeah, there you go.
And you can actually apply it underwater, So as a diver, if you go down on something that sank, and you can patch up holes underwater, or if your boat crashes into rocks and you're still floating somehow, you can go down and you can save the day. You patch it up. So so we applied the patches, and then over the patch, we put that board to just give it just a little more strength, and then we put another bead of the silly putty type stuff all around it. And then from that point we had to deal with the mast. And actually, yeah, if you go to go to the right, Ed. If you can go to the right, the other pictures.
Your other right.
The other right.
That is my right.
Perfect. Stay there. Yeah, so you can see the mast, and that he's actually we had to cut it off. So we ended up cutting it and taking it off in different sections. My girlfriend just came and stole my popcorn. We're on a live stream now. Come on. She waves and says hi. But anyway, so we cut off the mast, taking that weight off, and that way when it does get righted again, it won't turtle. It's called turtling, so it won't flip over.
Right.
So we go ahead and go to the next picture. Keep cruising. See what else you got. Ed, you should be putting hearts. You should be putting hearts on my stuff, man. Why are you just giving me a thumbs?
Okay, there you go. The heart for you,
where's
buddy.
the love, bro? Where's the love?
There's a heart for you right there. Here, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So you missed your opportunity, Sam.
Oh, tell me.
Could have put 20 cans of Flex Seal from TV, like the Ohio Relic Hunter said.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. We'll have to check that out, man. Anyway, so you can see. So what we did before we flipped the boat around, we made sure to stage the lift bags. And again, we're fighting against the tide. The tide's coming in. We have limited time. We have to apply the splash guard. And like I said, we're all dirty and grimy. The water that we're working in, it's like 48 degrees. There's rain coming. I think it's fun, man. I think it's a lot of fun. And anyway, so finally, we're able to get, everything sealed up. Our bags are in place. We actually use one of the towboats to right it somewhat. And from this angle, as the tide comes in, it just kind of brings the boat up, and then we're floating. And then actually this picture here, I'm inside the boat. The boat's, if you go back to the picture of me in the boat, just with the red. Anyway,
Hey, Sam.
yeah, man.
Oh, sorry. It Lone Wolf 96 says, "Tell Sam a neighbor is tuning in."
Sweet. Where are you from, Lone Wolf? Yeah.
Sorry.
He said he's
Where's Lone Wolf from? Where's he from?
you just said that a minute ago. Hang on.
Yeah. Anyway, Jacob, let me know when he types. But anyway, so from this
Tacoma.
point, yeah, Tacoma. What's up, man? I'm in Tacoma right now. My apartment's in Tacoma. I have.
Tell him it's Colby.
Colby. Oh, what's up, Colby? How's it going, bro? Yeah. Colby's one. Yeah, Colby. He's one of the dudes in the marina. In fact, when I was a pump out man, I used to pump out his boat.
Ah,
I took all kinds of crap from Colby.
bad. So you're saying he was full of crap?
No, I'm not saying that. Colby's a good dude.
Oh, okay.
He's a good dude, man.
It's you know, it's funny. You think about needing a poop truck at campgrounds and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Would never thought that there was actually poop boats.
Oh, totally. Yes, same thing. Yeah, same thing, man. It's like these marinas. A lot of these, and they're fully functional. It's like one of the state laws. They have to have a way to deal with their waste appropriately, which I think is a great thing, especially as a diver, because that's the last thing I want to do is be working on somebody's boat, and then all of a sudden you're greeted with this cloud of nastiness. That's not the thing to do. Anyway, so back to those pictures. Once the boat's upright and it's floating again, we use the towboat to bring it back and just let the tide kind of take it over. And our splash guard, our patches, they held beautifully. From that point, we ended up towing it 5 miles south to the marina where they pulled it out. And my job at that point was to just hang out inside the boat, me and another dude. We set an alarm every either 20 to 30 minutes. I forget, alarm would go off. And then we'd have to turn on the flashlight and see, how much water came in, to make sure that we don't sink. Because if the boat sinks, you don't get paid. And getting paid is kind of a thing. So
that's kind of like the main thing, isn't it?
It definitely, it is.
Yeah.
That doing the beach cleanup, it's just fun, like I said, a lot of thinking on the fly, so from that point on, it was just an easy tow. We usually tow around 5 knots, which a knot I think is 1.15 miles per hour. I think my math might be backwards on that. Anyway, if anyone wants to know, you can Google it. I Google stuff all the time.
That's what it's there for.
Yeah, that's exactly. Before I used to just call my grandma and ask her questions. I kind of miss that. That was grandma was like the encyclopedia, but now it's Google. And so we from that point on, we tow it and just hang out, watch all the water levels. We got it, to the marina where we pulled it out. They have a boat lift that comes down with like a big old cradle. It cradles the boat and lifts it up and out of the water. I see. Actually, go ahead.
I was just going to say that.
Nice.
I knew that.
I learned that in captain school, man. That's the stuff they teach you in captain school. So somewhere over there, I saw my son I want to say, what's up, Kyler? I saw my son just jumped in on the there he is. It says Porky Pig type beat. Kyler, explain yourself, Kyler. Yeah, see, I think he's talking about me eating my popcorn. I love popcorn.
Porky Pig type beat.
Yeah. He's young and cool, so that's how the cool kids talk these days. I'm not cool. I'm not cool anymore, Jacob. In fact, I don't know.
Oh well,
is, but
you're pretty cool on my level.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, 6 feet, right? Fathom 6 feet. Uh-huh. Yeah. Cool, man. The next adventure is actually getting ready to go down to the Baja. We just ended up getting a roof rack on my girlfriend's Jeep, a roof rack. We got a roof box, and we're gonna go down and look for humpbacks. We're gonna go down to the Baja. We're gonna go to La Paz. We're gonna probably spend 2 or 3, maybe even weeks, maybe even a month, just cruise around all over Mexico. Just looking for treasure hunt. Treasure. I got a new metal detector, an underwater metal detector. I'm gonna take that. She's really good at planning trips. We always get all kinds of different fun stops. I know we're gonna do mummies. We're gonna do some kind of flying thing. There's gonna be pyramids. We're gonna go scuba diving. Just go hang out. Maybe eat the
Thanks
local
for the
cuisine,
super chat.
That's what happened last time I was in Mexico. Hey, that's part of the Mexican
The bubble
experience,
guts.
man. Yeah, man, it's part of the Mexican experience. I mean, if you go down to Mexico and you're not having belly problems, you didn't go far enough. But yeah, that's the next adventure. Next adventure, man. It's gonna be a great time. So
Don't drink the water.
Yeah.
Too late. It's gonna happen. Yeah, I mean that's the goal. I'm hoping to find. Hoping to find some wildlife. Especially the humpbacks or different whales. That are down there in La Paz area, and we'll see what Cortez has to offer. For me, in my mind, I haven't been to the Baja Peninsula, and so it's just this. I'm just excited to go down there. We're gonna go to the southern, or as far south as we can, and then from there we're gonna cut across on a ferry, and then we're just gonna do our Mexican tour. She was showing me, there's all kinds of caves. There's like the Cave of Crystals. There's these ruins. There's all kinds of wonderful things. She's my personal translator. Her family is from Michoacan, down in the town of Huitamangalo. We just got back from there this summer. That was a beautiful trip. So I really love going down to Mexico and going with my personal translator. so thanks, babe.
Can't beat that.
It's always nice to have.
Yeah.
My mic's on mute. Lone Wolf in Puyallup, Washington. Check out Bedrock Prospectors. They're a good group of people, and they have some really good claims all over the state. But do a little research. Let your fingers tickle the keyboards, and you can find out where there's good gold in Western Washington. I can't believe
You can always, and also, Lone Wolf, you can also join a local gold prospecting club.
Well, I just told him Bedrock Prospectors out of Puyallup.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to check those guys out. Me and Floor, we really started getting into this metal detecting. It's something that we both enjoy. So I got to check those guys out. I need to get a good shovel and one of those little baskets that you go and use to scoop the sand. I don't know what they're called, but we definitely got to check those guys out.
The scooper.
The scooper? You call it the scooper? I need to get a scooper. So I'll check out.
We all know what you're talking about.
And Jacob's an experienced metal detectorist, a fisherman.
Yeah, Jacob's awesome.
Kayak, chaos kayak paddler.
Make his head. That's all right. I saw a video of Jacob. He was like did a flip in the water or something, and he came out and he had a bass in his teeth. What was that all about, Jacob? That's awesome, bro.
That was one of his mistakes.
I don't know. Did you catch the bass, or did the bass catch you, or were you just laying in the water wiggling your tongue like? What are you doing, man?
Well, let's just say don't ever put a fish in your mouth. A live one.
A live one. I'll try to keep that on my list of things not to do. Might be hard, but
it doesn't taste very good, and you can't get that oily taste out of your mouth for like hours.
Jeez. How'd you even do that? I'm sorry. You go first. I won't.
I was
forget.
going to say, it seems to me like that wouldn't be something that you would need to put on your list.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah.
not
That's what
to
I'm
do.
saying.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So Jacob, how did that come about? Where'd you get the idea? How did you even do that? Tell. I want to hear that story. I mean, I know that we're talking about me, but man, I want to hear that.
Well, I mean, I can't give away my my
Secrets?
secret of the video, you know. All right, so what I did was
I see. I would have told him you should go back to when I was on the show, and it explains everything.
right. So
Make him watch our video.
there you go. If you want to know how I did it, you just go to their
You gotta go.
You go to their video whenever I was on there, and you can see. So basically, what I did was I caught a fish, and I thought, you know what? It'd be crazy if I rolled over and had a fish in my mouth. So I threw my fishing pole, put the worm in my mouth.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I had the bass already in my hand, and you're walking away while I'm talking, huh?
I can hear you, bro. I can hear you. Keep talking.
Anyway, so like I put it down on my side, and whenever I was videoing, I rolled over and I put the fish in my mouth. The first time, it was about a 2.5 pound bass, and I bit it sideways. Well, it slipped out of my mouth, and I rolled back up. So then the taste was horrible. So I waited. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to do this over again. So I caught another one, and then I bit its lip, and then I rolled back over, and I was able to do that. So
yeah, poor Jacob. That's where he gets his love from the fish. That's crazy.
So with my scuba diving, I've got a few little different things I'm gonna do whenever I go in the waters at Mermet. I'm gonna do a couple funny deals with the fish. So
yeah,
did that
Mermet
painting?
Springs. That's cool.
You do plan on getting caught by a fisherman, right?
No.
Put a hook in your lip, have him pull you up.
No.
Oh, we could do something like that. That sounds fun, Jacob.
That sounds like fun.
Who did the painting in your background, Sam?
Me? I have no idea, man. It's I don't know what this is. I think this is one of those, like, over here we have a store called TJ Maxx. This is the this is the just some TJ Maxx special. That
I like it.
Thanks, man. I'll sell it to you.
Everything has a price tag.
Right?
20, 30 years from now, that could be a treasure.
Yeah, I'll sign it. I'll sign it, Jacob, and then I'll give it to you. How about that?
Well, now you ruined it.
It's ruined.
Dang.
If Jared signed it, I'll take it.
Okay. See how you are? See how you are?
Hey, you're not the only one, okay? I need to take this off, don't I?
No, what did it say, man? Are you trying to hide something?
Yeah, see, Jared signed my hat. See?
Oh, what a guy!
Nice. What's it says? Jacob, thank you. Oh man, I was reading it, bro. What's it say?
It says, Jacob, thank you for your help. Mr. Lysick, anything for you?
Ooh.
Dude, I never got nothing signed from Jared.
Jeez, and you
Oh,
dove
Why
with
not,
him.
Jared? That's funny. That's cool though, man.
He said no.
You get your popcorn. No, move from popcorn to oranges.
Yeah, just a little oranges. It's dinner time over here. Oh.
Yeah. 6:30ish.
Yeah, I hope you guys at home, you guys are watching, I hope you guys are having a snack and eating something too. I hate to be eating in front of people. So
No, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here starving.
Dang it, man.
I ate.
I'll give you an orange. How about
Oh,
that?
nice.
I shoved
Thanks,
you
bro.
off of our testing so I could shove food in my face before the show. Remember, Sam?
Yeah, I saved my food for the show.
There you go. There you go. And a mini talent.
Lone Wolf says he wants some popcorn.
So who
I'll
wants
give
the
you guys
popcorn?
a little update on what we what possibly may happen. So Sam, oh, you got your popcorn back.
Yeah, man. She felt sorry for me.
Sam's going to come down and he's going to hit Mermet Springs with me. He's going to see the almost extinct spoonbill from China. He's going to come down and see all of them at Mermet Springs.
And where's that?
Yeah, because here in America we have Chinese paddlefish. So in Mermet Springs, and is that Illinois?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mermet Springs, Illinois. It's the place that Jacob's always diving. Check out his channel, Chaos Divers. It's a super cool spot. No, I reached out to Jacob. I said, "Man, you got you got paddlefish." Then they got their spoonbill. The Chinese paddlefish is the first creature that was declared extinct in 2020. And I actually didn't even know that they existed until I saw one of Jacob's videos. So in Mermet Springs here in the United States, there's still a little stronghold of paddlefish, and I want to go check them out. It's not the Chinese species, it's or subspecies rather, but I definitely want to go see the paddlefish. They're just an amazing creature. I'm a total nerd. I love animals. I love creatures. So that's kind of what I don't know. That's what I like to do. So I'm gonna go check it out. Hang with Jacob.
If you actually look at the paddlefish from the side, they look like they're old Chinamen.
Really?
Their eyes are squinted.
Now, is that in the quarry where you did your scuba diving?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And that's in southern Illinois by you, right?
Yes. Now with the paddlefish, we have them in Kentucky Lake. We have them, like Luke Duke Outdoors said, Ohio River has spoonbills. So we have an abundance of spoonbill. I mean, there's quite a bit of them. We actually snag for them at Kentucky Lake. It's a sport.
How big do they get?
They get up to 6 feet to 7 feet long.
Jeez. So just a little shorter than me.
Yeah. If you ever get hit by one, it sucks because they go full speed because they can't really see. I guess TK B3 Relic Recovery's in here, and I'm thinking TK's in here. Adventures in Bass Fishing with TK Heaven.
I thought I saw that name in here.
Adventures in Bass Fishing. Remember I sent you that picture when I'm in front of their studio in Nashville? At my granddaughter's birthday party a year or so ago, Jacob, I'm like, do you know these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one was there, so, or I would have walked in. Hey, how you doing?
That was somebody else, wasn't it? That was
no, that was Fast Kayak. Yeah, it was someone else. Something kayak fisherman or
the kayak bass fishing. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah.
Sorry, whatever.
It's all good. No, that's my buddy TK. That's who we took from California to Illinois. And speaking of Illinois, Sam, thank you for saying Illinois right. It is silent S.
Illinois.
Illinois.
No problem. At least I can say that right.
Jared killed it. He was like Illinois. I heard it. I'm like, oh my gosh! I wish I was on live right now. I'd correct him.
Oh well. You're funny. Hey, we're not all from that state. No.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there he is. Adventures with Bass Fishing with TK Heaven.
Yep.
Hi.
Hey, TK. Welcome. Sorry, I got you mixed up with someone else. So.
Okay, I'm checking out the live stream now to see what people are saying. I really haven't been paying attention. So if you have any comments for me, go ahead and ding them now, and I'll try to
just keep that laptop in front of your face.
Yeah, that
And
way.
if you want to ask him a question, highlight his name with the at symbol.
Yeah, and
They'll be
guys,
able to see it.
if for some reason I don't notice, guys, that you do, say, hey Sam, somebody wants to ask a question. I want to make sure that I show the love, and I appreciate everyone that's watching right now. So thanks for being here.
I'm just at
Although
Sam.
although depending on where you live, Jeopardy might be on, and I don't know, you might want to
turn that off and pay all attention to us.
Right there, you go, bro.
I'll cut into the rating. I'm not too proud.
I just looked at the Zoom group chat. Daniel.
Oh, I believe it.
Daniel at it again.
No.
Yes, I did, Daniel. Or you would have heard me go up the stairs.
I just read that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what part of Ohio Relic? Hunter, what part of Illinois are you coming in? Ever give mouth to mouth, Sam?
Say again?
Have you ever, have you ever given mouth to mouth?
David Villa wants to know.
Let me see if I can find that. Have I ever given mouth to mouth to resuscitate someone? No, I haven't. I haven't had to do that, but I am fully prepared and ready to do so. In fact, I think, yeah. We'll just leave that one alone.
Geologist has a question, but I'm not sure if it's for either one of you two.
Well, throw it out. Yeah, throw it out.
Do any of you guys hunt for gold with metal detectors? I tried, Digologist. I tried.
Hey, we try, but around here you ain't gonna hardly find it.
And with the MineLab Excalibur 2, Sam's planning on finding some treasure.
Yeah, we just picked this thing up, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. I have quite a few treasure spots that I want to hit. Some places, around here, when people dive off the cliffs and they hit that water and the water is cold, it just rips off jewelry. And I have quite a few places that I want to target. And also off the top of my head, I know 4 different places where people have said that they've dropped rings off of docks and marinas. So I'm gonna go around and so I'm gonna go around and hit those, and just see what I can find. Just have fun with this Excalibur.
So are you gonna melt them or do the right thing?
I don't know what the right thing is to do. The right thing, but I was just gonna keep them because I think they're cool. I mean,
that sounds like the right thing for me.
No, but like if you
there's a
knew the owner or could find the owner, would you?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. 100%. If there is a way to find the owner, if there's a way to get a hold of somebody, if there's a inscription, 100%. I am very much a firm believer in returning people's stuff and doing good, and that living that way has brought me a lot of love and a lot of support. Like I said, I would not be where I'm at without other people who've loved me, who got me here, and so I just want to continue to love others, and so 100%. I have found things before, I found wallets, with cash and different things diving, and I gotta tell you, the look on their face when you show up and knock on their door and your wallet's in their hand is like it's priceless, because you just check out their address, on their license, and then you show up, hey, did you lose this? And they're just, what? Wow, they just get blown away. It's just, that's priceless right there. So yes, 100% do the right thing. If I can't get a hold of somebody, I'll probably hang on to it for a little while, and depending on who or how much it's worth, I may or may not sell it. But definitely find the person, probably make a video about that and capitalize on this platform.
So I'm sorry, let me get this really quick. Who was it? Metal detecting in Alaska, Keithy 6. Thank you for your service in the medical field of the Army. I appreciate it. And it's awesome that you saved lives. So thank you very much for that.
Say again.
I mean, you really want me to repeat that whole thing?
No. She said,
Yes.
yeah. Hear it again. I want to hear it again.
Metal detecting in Alaska, Keithy 6. I appreciate your efforts in medical in the Army, and I appreciate it. Your time spent helping people out and your CPR work. Thank you very much.
He was a corpsman, a
Way
medic.
cool. Way cool. Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. So how long was he in the military?
over 30 years. Army
wow.
medic and nurse of over 30 years.
Man,
awesome.
I bet you've seen a lot of stuff, man. That's wild.
Thank you for your service, Keithy.
Yes, sir.
He'll be on our show in March. Should be a
cool.
really good show.
I'll check you out. I'll check it out. I want to see what they have to say.
He has several channels. He's dirt bike and cross sports or something like that, and metal detecting, and
oh yeah, just fun stuff.
I guess he's gonna be on a show, Alaskan show or something. He said something about it earlier, but yeah,
What's really amazing with Keithy on Metal Detecting Alaska, if you guys haven't checked his channel out, it's a plug, but it's really neat because he throws water up in the air and it turns into clouds.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Freezes, turns into snow. Poof.
Sorry.
When it's
what he's talking
minus
about, right there.
60 degrees or whatever in Fairbanks, what else do you do with a boiling pot of water? You go outside and you throw it in the air.
And more snow.
That's what I would do. That sounds cool.
I would do it just to do
it. Sam, you found a safe floating on the water and return what was left to the owner?
Correct.
Flojo.
Flojo. Yeah, that's my girlfriend. She's looking out for me. Wants me. Thanks, babe.
I used to wear Flojos all the time when I was a beach bum in Southern California.
Dude, I knew you were a beach bum. I could just tell, man. I know a beach bum. I knew you had to be a beach bum.
Yeah, I grew up very close to the beach in Orange County.
Yeah, we go out and do some chunking, man. You go.
Are you gonna surf when you're in Baja?
I hope to. Yeah, I hope so. Absolutely. I just want to go see. You know, I don't know. We definitely have. She has a list of a bunch of places she wants to hit. And I think they're all beautiful. She's an adventurous woman.
Cool.
So we definitely have that. We have that in common. It's just something, you know, we love animals. We love adventure. We like helping people out. So it's just a beautiful relationship, and we're constantly learning and growing. So again, thank you for your support, Floor. I appreciate you. So yeah, when we go down there, you know, we're gonna, you know, go and get in all kinds of mischief. So surfing is very much on that list.
And you're gonna film it all.
Yes, we're gonna be filming it all. And so I'm thinking about, or her and I were talking, and her and our adventures together. We were thinking about starting a YouTube channel on that, call it SF Adventures, because we do a lot of stuff, you know, everything from, you know, like this weekend we went glass blowing. We're always out, you know, in the woods, you know, we're always, you know, taking pictures. We're always, you know, kayaking, canoeing, you know, you know, so we're always, you know, we like getting out. So I'm thinking about her and I together, you know, having our own pay, you know, our own YouTube channel, just something we could do together, you know, that's creative and adventurous, you know, just kind of, you know, help keep the flame alive at home. You know, that's important. So that's something that, you know, I mean, I'm doing my Samuel Ginn thing. I'll continue to do that. That's going to be just pretty much water related only, you know, rescue, scuba diving, salvage type stuff. But, you know, at SF Adventures, you know, I'm really happy that we're going to decided to put that together.
Well,
so yeah, we're going to go down the
ball. When you do it, and we'll get the two of you on. She could sit right next to you.
Yes, yeah, I like that. Yeah, so we're going to go.
I was going to say, where is she?
Oh, she's hiding. She's hiding.
No.
She's enjoying. But she won't be hiding for long though. But yeah, so the safe, actually it was my boat that I have now. I have a 32-foot Carver 1984. It's a pretty big boat on the inside, and that's what I use as my floating condo up in Everett. During the summer, I'm stationed up in Everett, and the rescue boat is there, and so I put my carver up there. That way, like I said, I could use it as a place to sleep, place to eat. Because
Right.
sometimes during the summer, I mean, I'm not going to. I mean, it's really hard to get away. You're getting calls left and right. Sometimes as many as 7 calls a day. The summers is crazy. You just go from one to another to another to another.
A lot of
Which
idiots out in boats during the summer.
Yeah. A lot of idiots, a lot of alcohol involved, a lot of, because people are out in the boat, they're drinking, they're dehydrated, they're making poor decisions. So yeah. So anyway, so my boat is up there right now, waiting for a busy season to kick off. So yeah, it was our first time really going down to the new boat. Me and my son Arthur, we went for a ride in the dinghy, and we are just cruising around, and I saw this black box shape floating. And we came up to it. Something in my mind said, "Oh, that's a safe. That has to be either a safe or a microwave." And so we got to it. It was a plastic bag that was wrapped around the safe. We opened it up, looked inside it. It was heavy. We actually tied a line to it, and I motored it back over to my carver, my power boat, and we just yarded it out and checked it out, looked into it, and yeah, it had all kinds of personal stuff in it. It had birth certificates, had papers, had military documents. It had all kinds of just really personal stuff that somebody's going to be missing. Deeds, titles. I got a hold of the owner through Facebook. I just started looking up names off the birth certificate. So and I typed into Facebook, seeing does this person have an account, and if they have an account, are they connected to this person? Is this the wife? Is this the husband? What is this? And I was able to get a hold of them, and they came and got their stuff. And that was so cool. My son, he was how old is he? Yeah, so he was 10 at the time. We're cruising out there, and he goes, him and I finding a safe floating in the water. That's something that he still talks about today. So that was just a cool experience. And then again, to share with my son, and then to share the returning, the items to the person. It was just, yeah, it's fun. So thanks, FloJo, for mentioning, the safe and some of the different things that we find. So
one of our questions, I don't think anyone's asked, or you haven't said.
Yeah.
What's been your scariest moment out there? Sure, you've had one or two.
Yeah. So I'd say my scariest moment was actually on the first boat that we owned, the 33-foot Standfast. Hey Fleur, can you hand me the picture of the Standfast on the wall? Yeah, she's grabbing the picture. We got this boat up in Orcas Islands, which is up in the San Juans. She's bringing the picture here. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that or no?
Yeah.
Dinosaur. Yeah. Anyway,
There
so that's
you go.
the
See my ugly
dinosaur.
face.
There we go. Anyway, so yeah, we got this boat up in the San Juan Islands, and we wanted to do a return trip. Now, this was before I became a captain. This was, when I didn't have that much sea time. And the goal was to, like I said, go back to the San Juan Islands, return to Deer Harbor. There was going to be a fireworks show. And we got to as far as Port Townsend, and we stayed the night because it was super windy. And then the next morning, our plan was to get up and cross the Strait of Juan de Fuca, which the Strait of Juan de Fuca, it's that opening. It's right at the top of Washington. You can take a left and you go out to the big ocean. It's from there, you head south and go towards Hawaii or whatever. But it was just it's on the lip of the big ocetion. And just a whole bunch of wind picked up. I mean, we were out there in this wild washing machine type
so
effect.
you were out by Nia Bay?
Yeah. Up not too far from there. Not too far from there. But this wild washing machine type effect with these rollers and wind and these huge waves. We're like the bottom of this wave, and we're looking up. Now, the boat, the Standfast, is built for this. At the time, I wasn't built for that. I mean, yeah. So I was just like, we were getting rocked back and forth, and it was me, Floor, my son Arthur, and my daughter Sasha. I had them all put their life jackets on, and for personally, the frightening part was really that my kids were on the boat at the time, and it was trying to keep everyone calm and everyone together. My son, he went down below, and when you're in really bad weather, really bad waves, if you don't have a point on the horizon, to keep your eyes, locked on, then you can get really sick. So he was down below. He goes, "Oh, Dad, I feel like I got to puke." And Floor, she's a little irritated because at this point the refrigerator tips over and like all the jam and all the foods like all over the place. And then my daughter Sasha, she's just sitting up sitting up in the cabin, or just up in the just sitting up on the boat, just riding it and just saying, "Hey, what's the big deal?" She's she was really enjoying it. And so for me, trying to take in all these personalities, just trying to take in everything, being responsible for my family, I said, man, this is wild. I mean, I knew that we would get through it. But at one time I was
super
like, geez, I said, "Floor, I don't know what to do. Call the cops." And she looked at me, she said, "You can't." I said that. I said, seriously, I said, "I don't know what to do. Call the cops. Call the rescuers, whatever." Anyway, so then you fast forward 4 or 5 years later, and now I am one of the rescuers.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. So now, yeah. I mean, so like I said, that was one of my early experiences. I learned a lot. From that, I learned a lot about myself. It was humbling. I'm glad that I had that experience. It's super humbling. I definitely, had this mentality, like, oh, I can just go and do anything. But I'm glad that happened. We weren't too far from land. I think we were only like a half a mile away from, so it really didn't take that long to get back. But yeah, it was absolutely, like I said, again, the boat could take it, but I couldn't take it at that point, so that was definitely a learning experience. But since then, I'm fine. That's fine. Let's go play. Let's go do it. Because I'm very very well aware of, those type of circumstances and how to respond. But at the time I didn't. So I have to say that was the scariest moment. Then, like I said, it's super funny that now, I'm one of the rescuers. And the other time, I was towing a boat from kind of close to Eagle Harbor on Bainbridge. It was over in that area, and I was crossing over to Seattle. And on the way crossing over to Seattle, there was a boat that was coming out of Seattle, a big old like 64-foot power boat. This thing was cooking. And I was just towing a little sailboat behind me. We had the towboat and the tow line, and you're supposed to pass port to port. That way there are rules on the water that you're supposed to follow, and you can only deviate from these rules if it makes sense to avoid a collision or avoid something bad happening. And so I'm doing as I should, and then all of a sudden, maybe I don't know, like maybe 50 yards at high speed, the boat in front of me all of a sudden alters its course, like it's going to hit me. And so I have to quickly like go backwards on the throttle and do some crazy maneuver to try to keep, myself from being hit, but also to keep the people that I was towing from being hit. There were 3 dudes on the boat being towed. As a result of that, the tow line got wrapped all around the propeller of the boat that I was towing. Lots of waves and stuff was going on, but I just quickly did the magic to keep everyone safe. And then when we got in, then finally we limped into harbor. I was able to to re-rig a different line, get him into the harbor, and then from that point, I just we went underneath the boat and and got him all untangled. But that moment, that could have easily been avoided. But I mean, but that's the thing, when you're on the water, it's not just looking out for yourself and being mindful of what you're doing. It's also being mindful of what other people are doing. And as a captain, I'm responsible for the the safe passage of whom I'm the patrons or the people that I'm towing. That's my responsibility for that safe transit. So that was another scary moment. I mean, the guys that were on the sailboat that I was towing, I mean, they completely understood. We got to the dock and we all had a moment where we all kind of got together and equally said, what is this guy doing? But in that situation, that boat that swerved in front of me, I don't know. It could have been somebody at the wheel that slipped and fell. It could have been somebody. I've heard of times when somebody had a heart attack and their boat went aground, or it could have just been foolishness. So the other thing is, as a captain, you have to approach every situation with an open mind. And then you just kind of, take it from there. Sometimes you do, there is aggression, but you got to try to, defuse that the best you can. And then just, go from there. Most of the people that, see us rescue captains, as soon as we show up, they throw up their hands. "Oh, we're so glad to see you." I've had people, take their pictures with me after the fact. One dude, if you see on my Facebook ad, I got a picture a little while back last summer. One dude, man, you see his picture, he's just looking at me, big old grin, looks like he's about to kiss me, man.
So I imagine how they feel. They feel like you felt that one time you were talking about earlier. You didn't know what to do. So
totally.
you can imagine what their panic is like.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, there's definitely a lot of opportunity for panic to happen. And again, that's the big thing, is just trying to keep your mind in check and just, continue to build on your skills. And and just, like I said, be mindful of the other boats and the safety of, your crew or the people that are on board. So safety is definitely a big thing. And being able to think quick and on your toes.
B3 Relic Recovery, thank you for your donation on Flashing Your Pans site. So I appreciate that for donating.
For the super chat, Chris. Definitely, I have a new thing I do for super chats. See that?
What is that? Show us.
Yeah. Oh, I got a couple I made. Oh yeah, super chat. Oh yeah, super chat. Then the other one's like, thanks for the super chat. For the super chat.
And y'all, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, by the way.
Yeah, someone asked that. What were you drinking? Your fishing buddy. Yeah, Jack and Dr. Pepper, was that? The way you shook your head.
Carbonated prune juice.
Carbonated prune juice.
It may have been a little bit of Crown, but hey.
Yeah. That's an improvement.
Yeah. DK said liar. It is.
Yeah, I'm not much of a drinker. I get moody the next day. So
I'm not much of a drinker myself. Coffee.
Yeah.
I got a little happy with it, man. It just kind of kept on
If I
pouring.
don't have enough coffee in the morning, I'm really moody.
Oh man, I gotta take it easy on the coffee, because I'm kind of like a high energy type person, so you get me on coffee, then
Got that right.
I just go, just too much, and then I get that crazy crash afterwards, man.
How old are you, Samuel?
Sad and depressed and stuff. I'm 38.
Oh yeah, young pup. I remember those days.
I remember those days.
I can say that now.
I guess you weren't too much of a beach bum if you could remember stuff.
Hey, there's a lot of hey, like Dave Mustaine says, hindsight is often 20/20, but looking back, it's still a bit fuzzy.
Yeah, that's funny. How old were you, Ed? Who's the oldest right now in this
Jesse.
Group of all of us?
Ed.
Jesse's the antique.
Jesse's the antique. Well,
then me. And Dan.
I'm a real antique. I'm 69 years old this year.
Oh, there you go.
I'll be 70 this year, actually.
And I'm about
there you go.
11, 12 years younger than the old man at 58.
Oh, you're making me do math now.
I'm 58, and Dana's what?
53.
53. Then it's you, and then Mr. Jacob.
Yeah, I think Jacob's 36, right, Jacob?
I'm getting ready to turn 37, February 13th.
Oh, really? Well, happy birthday, in case I forget.
Yeah, and Sam just celebrated his birthday a couple weeks ago. So happy birthday, Sam.
Yeah, my birthday was last week. So yeah,
happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate. Yeah, last week at this time, I was enjoying with my family. Just had a nice dinner, Nothing too crazy, but it was definitely enjoyable.
Oh, I need to add more.
I'm to the point now where I don't celebrate birthdays. I celebrate waking up every morning.
There you go. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Celebration for sure.
Hey, I woke up today.
Yeah.
I was trying to read some of I see Brian's in the room.
Yeah.
Your buddy Brian.
Just typing to him. Good thing you built that heater, Brian. Now, hey, Brian, here's one thing. Film you doing something at Walmart, mention it, and Walmart just might leave a comment on your video.
Call them Wally World. They
Yeah,
like that.
we called them Wally World, and they actually commented on that video.
Really?
Yeah, we never put
Yeah,
it
let's
in the
type it in the chat.
tags. We never put it in the description, and we just talked about Wally World getting stuff for when we're waiting on someone there, and they're like, we don't care what you call it as long as long as you come to Walmart.
Type it
Yep.
in the chat about it.
Call us whatever. Just bring us the money.
And Brian says he's going to take a picture of the flash in your pan towel at Walmart.
There you go. There you go.
Actually, our Walmart caught on fire about 3 weeks ago.
Yikes.
Somebody set fire to the children's car seat area.
Oh wow.
It literally did like $5 million worth of damage. They had to take everything out because of the smoke damage and restock the whole thing.
All the dry goods, all the grocery, everything gets pitched. Everything.
Somebody needs their ass kicked.
Right?
Yeah, no doubt.
That's what happens in this world when we quit correcting our kids and making them listen.
This was actually
That's
an
wild.
adult.
I would think so.
That's wild. The children's car seat area, though. Come on now.
No, here's what happened.
It's sad.
They went and grabbed the stuff they wanted to take, started a fire, and as everybody went to the back to try to do something about it, they went out the front door with the stuff.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. You'd be surprised what the shoplifters will pull sometimes. You know,
Well,
especially nowadays when a lot of stuff you don't even go to jail for.
He's actually he actually got caught, and he's facing like 49 counts of attempted murder.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yikes.
He's also $5 million in damage. I mean, you can look it up. It's in Southern Illinois and at Walmart. It's you can see all the counts that he's doing. So
Wow.
This world's come down.
Yeah, I never did that. I never lit a Walmart on fire. I don't know.
No, bad choices, man.
Yeah, it's no good. No good.
What?
I'm reading something Victoria saying. She's talking, Brian. They gotta love you running a Jenny, flashing your pan towel in the Walmart.
At the Walmart.
Yeah, he's probably watching us on the side of his trailer.
The whole parking lot's sitting out there to drive in.
Protected it on the side of Walmart.
good night, B3.
Good night,
Good night,
Chris.
B3.
Good night, B3.
Let me know when you're in my neighborhood and you can pick up your stuff from the auction, bro.
Kevin, I'm actually from like Harrisburg area.
Yeah,
Right.
the auction you do is cool. I saw a little bit of that the other day, man. I think that's a cool thing to be doing. I'm a fan of the auctions.
I love auctions.
Glad you liked it. Thanks for joining us. I remember you coming in.
Yeah, coming in saying hi. Yeah, I also do storage auctions too. That's something I kind of do on the side for fun.
You're talking Jesse's game now too.
You ever watch What the Hales?
No.
Oh, check out the YouTube videos. Guy called What the Hales.
Okay.
HALES Hales.
Yeah.
He's funny and he does a lot of it. Got a lot of videos out there too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I just saw a video today. He found some gold chains. So
yeah. This last auction I got, I bought the thing for $330 and I made $1,500 off of it. So it's fun. And I got a bunch of stuff that I ended up keeping and stuff, I took to the Goodwill and gave away.
That's the biggest problem right there is the stuff you wind up keeping. Yeah, it cuts into your profit.
Yeah.
But if you're making $1,500, that's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it was fun. It's a fun. It's just treasure hunt. You got to love the whole.
It is. It's a treasure hunt. It's just another form of treasure hunt.
Yeah.
I mean,
In fact,
people ask me, what do I collect? I collect junk that's going to be somebody's treasure in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every now and then you find something crazy. Like actually, I have a little ring right here. I want to show you this here. I don't know if I can on my. Anyway,
up a little bit higher.
Up a little bit higher. Tell me when. Yes. No.
Right about there.
Yeah. Anyway, this I forget what type. Yeah, it's a. Yeah, this is a little gold ring with some kind of jewel in it. Actually,
it looks like a topaz.
I forget what it is. My girlfriend knows. I'm really not up on this stuff. But we looked it up. It was about $500 for this year, and I found this in a box of crayons.
Well, and that's what's funny because people have a tendency to hide stuff in the weirdest places.
Yeah, I found.
So when you do a storage, when you do storage, you got to look through everything.
Yeah,
pockets,
totally.
Purses, wallets. Find many gift cards.
No gift cards this time.
Check them out. They're worth money too a lot of times.
Yeah.
Do you do any boat repos?
No, I haven't done any boat repos.
Okay, no, David.
No boat repos.
I would love to buy storage units. That would be really neat, Randy.
Yeah, the crazy thing about this ring is, I got this at a yard sale. I got a bunch of art supplies at the yard sale. It was like this little box filled with art supplies for $3. My daughter, Sasha, she's into art. So I got it and I brought it home and it sat in her room for about 6 months and she started getting in playing and drawing and stuff. And then one day I was in here helping her clean her room. And I just looked in the box. We were putting the art supplies away. I saw this here and I was like, Sasha, is this yours? She said, no. And then I asked Flora, I said, is this yours? She says, no. And so then we just figured that that's where it came from. I actually went by that house and that happened to be a moving sale. So the people that sold me this here, they're no longer there, the lady. So if for some reason you're watching, we have your ring, contact me through these guys on my Facebook.
Oh, I was wondering what happened to that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it looks exactly like that.
I remember what you look like. So
yeah.
This is yours. Contact me. We'll keep it around for another year.
Was that 18 karat gold?
No, this is I think actually, yeah, it's 18. I think it's 18 karat. I can't see it now, but it's from. I remember it's some kind of symbol, and we figured out it's from Europe. So it's some kind of 18 karat European gold.
Yeah.
I mean, you're always finding just little stuff. It's kind of neat. Also with diving, I found rings and necklaces. My best ring that I found so far, it's just a gold ring with 18 diamonds in it. That's a
nice.
Cool one. Yeah, that was awesome to find.
Now, do you ever do any diving in the surf lineup and see what surfers lost?
No, I haven't done that yet, but it's definitely will be happening shortly. So yeah, we'll be around here. It's so dang cold. The ocean's so cold up here.
Oh yeah.
Most of the surfers, they're wearing, their full wetsuit. They have their gloves on. So the chance of them, losing a ring or something, it's super slim.
To none.
Probably you're gonna find more necklaces out there, won't you?
Oh yeah, more necklaces. But when we go down to Mexico, we're down in the Baja, down in La Paz. Different areas. I'm looking forward to using that metal detector and seeing what kind of stuff we can find.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
My brother's trying to catch you. He's 6.
I see him. Yeah, I said you're old too, James.
I was kind of wondering the same thing, David. Why are you in their garbage, Vicky?
What?
Oh, Vicky found a diamond or a ring with a sapphire in someone's garbage.
Because people throw away some of the darndest things.
At one time I worked for E&D Salvage out of Mount Vernon, Washington. And we had the contract for the recycling center at the Skagit County incinerator, and people brought in safes. We got open and money in them and stuff. Guns, money, stereos, all kinds of stuff. My ex-wife, she got mad because I was bringing home all the stuff, and I go, just wait, just wait. Then, after so long, I ended up having a yard sale, and it was stuff I brought home from the recycling center, and I had permission from my boss. You know, there'd be a flood, people bringing stereos, Pioneer, good ones. And they're like, we had a flood in our area, and I go, have you turned it on? No, I'll put it over there. And I'd open it up, let it dry to a bone, clean it up, all kinds of stuff. And I ended up making over $1,000 in 2 days from just that stuff.
Jeez.
And I
Hey, that's
never
cool,
heard
man.
a complaint about me ordering that stuff again.
Yeah, there you go. It's recycling, man. It's recycling in the best way.
Oh,
So
yeah.
have you ever done any dumpster diving?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I have. I found things, you know, in the dumpster. Being at the marina, especially in the liveaboard community, a lot of times people will move on their boat, and then they have all of these things, and they're like, "What do I do with it?" And they'll just take it up, you know, the top of the either the top of the ramp, put it in a free pile, or they'll put it in the dumpster. When I was there as a maintenance man, you know, my responsibility was to empty the trash. And every now and then, man, I found like a wetsuit, spear guns, you know, just paddles, just different things, you know. And I've made a few dollars out of the dumpster, and I'm not ashamed of it, man.
No, hell no, dude.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah, hey, it's there. You know, take a quick picture, put it on Craigslist. You know, it's
and
easy.
that's the problem. People don't want to take the time and effort to do that. So rather than do that, you just pitch it. We're moving. We don't care. It doesn't mean nothing to us. We're just going to pitch it. You know, they don't want to take the time to get rid of it, sell it. So and I know that feeling sometimes too. You know, sometimes you just go, oh man, I don't even want to go through all this, but.
Oh, totally. A lot of times you can be overwhelmed and weighed down by the stuff that you have. I'm kind of a bit of a minimalist, so I really, you know, I try to keep my stuff to a minimum.
Oh, when you're used to living in a boat and stuff, you have to be.
Yeah, but I prefer it that way. What did you say, Jake? What Jacob say?
Keithy's gonna go eat moose burgers. I want some moose burgers.
Ooh.
And Dano loves dumpster donuts.
Put some in on dry ice and send it to my address, Keithy, with some elk. I haven't had elk since I lived in Washington.
Never had moose nor elk.
I've never had moose, but elk's delicious, dude.
I mean, I have elk in the fridge right now. It's great.
Oh yeah, yum yum yum.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah, come on over. I keep telling you, Jacob, come on over, man. I'll share with you.
He wants me to go dive in the ocean. Now, guys, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm a scuba diver, but I will not go in the ocean.
Why?
They're sharks.
Oh, they're more afraid of you than you are of them.
That's not true, Ed. That's not true, Ed.
That's what happens when you watch those movies. When you watch all of that Jaws and all those movies, they mess up your mind.
I used to surf every day almost, and I've never got bit by a shark. Only time you're in the lineup, they feed in shallow water. Okay. You just don't act like a dead seal or a hurt fish or a hurt seal. And you wear a bright wetsuit so you don't look like a seal.
A walrus.
Every time you get that Jaws scene.
I've never seen Jaws. I've never seen any scary monster underwater movies ever. And nor will I.
Don't go see Jaws. You won't go back in the water.
It'll mess me up. In fact,
I will.
I was going to ask you about like 45 fathoms or something.
Never seen it. Never seen it. No, so I've
they're
never
in
seen
a
it.
shark cage down deep, and the cable breaks and they're stuck down there for a minute, and
Yeah.
something like that, and then like a big old great white starts bumping on the cage.
Gee, yeah, never seen that. Never seen that. Nope, not gonna see it.
Bill from Ohio Relic Hunter says the two-legged land sharks are the ones that scare me.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah, lots of them, man.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah, my
two-legged
girlfriend, she just went and
animals in the
saw-
woods is why I carry my gun back home.
Yeah, she just went and saw the new underwater monster movie. I forget what it is. She wanted me to go see it, and she showed me the preview. And a funny thing is, the last time I was in the water, I had that split second of imagining that image from that preview. And so
Yeah,
when you're
47. It's 47 meters down. It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
she
I
says.
forget what it is.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you,
No, it's the new one. It's the
Lone
new one in the theater. It's
Hello,
like these
Joe.
monsters. They come out of the Mariana Trench and they come after the people that are underwater.
Oh, that's
like-
just
I wanna
what
see
you
that.
need to watch when you're.
Nah, dude. I'm good. Yeah, because when you're underwater, I mean, you're in this quiet, silent, environment, and
You're alone.
You're alone, and your mind starts playing tricks on you, and so you got to keep your mind in check. That's the big thing I was
And-
telling Jacob earlier. Just got to keep your mind in check. And when I had and you get images like that, for a split second, these ideas will come to your mind. You have to say, "No, Sam, that's not real."
Oh,
No, Sam,
I
that's not
remember
how the
one.
animal acts.
I
So I'm not gonna pretend like I'm tough. I just got I put my mind in that spot and I just stay there.
my
Well,
my
the
diving
first thing you got to get
experience.
over. Go ahead, Ed.
My diving experience, Sam, is with the hookah system. And
Yeah,
up
I'm
on my
scared of that.
claims on Finney Creek, I was in a plunge hole underneath the waterfall about 15, 16 feet deep, and this big black silhouette swam right by me, and I'm like, what the blankety blank is that?
Yeah.
And then I see an otter. Ended up being an otter, but it scared the living bejeebers out of me.
Oh,
I'm like,
totally.
I'm above a waterfall, and I know it. All the fish
Just-
down there aren't that big, and I'm like,
No.
what's that big moving
Yeah.
that fast?
Yeah,
a walrus.
the walrus is there. Yeah, your mind starts playing tricks on you, and even now, even though I've had thousands of dives, thousands of dives, but every now and then it'll sneak in. You just kind of you kind of got to talk yourself. Yeah, that's not real, and you just put yourself back in that mental space.
Yeah, see, my thing is, first of all, the first thing you got to get over is the fact that you are underwater.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you're not supposed to be there.
Jesse went through that.
Oh, yeah. But it didn't stop me. I had to get back in. Even though it was scary, I went back in it.
Well,
Yeah.
growing up in Southern Cal, I did a lot of snorkeling, a lot of free diving type stuff with no tanks. But
Yeah.
I've been a certified lifeguard since I was 12, and my mom wouldn't let me get certified till I became a lifeguard, got certified life saving, but I never went scuba that far. I was too busy surfing and ditching school surfing and chasing bikinis, to be
Uh-oh.
honest. Well, you were right. I was a beach bum, Sam.
Hey, I love beach bums. That's a good way to live.
Vicky says, meeting Bigfoot at a remote river scares me more than a shark.
Right. Yeah, here in the Puget Sound, we don't have any sharks that you'd consider aggressive. We do have a 6-gill shark, and I've heard that they get around, like a male, you get up to around 20 feet. They kind of have, so their back, they don't have any dorsal fin, and their tail, they have like a super long tail, like a thresher shark. And we have the,
Did
we
you
have
say
those here.
nurse shark?
No, it's called a 6-gill. So we have 6-gill.
6-gill.
Yeah, but they're super docile, and they're just kind of bump around the bottom looking for whatever.
So
have
in a
those,
way, they're
we have
kind of like a
dogfish.
nurse shark.
Yeah. I mean, they're nothing. But I gotta tell you, like when you come up to one and you're looking at it in its eyes, it still has that shark eye where you just look at it. It has like this hollow soul, and you
Yeah.
just
No
look
soul.
at it, and you're like, yeah, you're just like, whoa, it's not like not like a puppy dog or nothing, But so you definitely have respect for the animals and you admire their beauty, and it's just so many times even on work dives I catch myself looking. I'll be down diving, and all of a sudden this huge school of fish will come by, or a seal will come and check me out, or just something amazing that I've never seen, and so it's just a beautiful place, all kinds of beauty, it's just I love it, I love that, it's fun to gather, it's fun to hunt and gather, spear fishing, finding scallops, crab, whatever you're into. Seafood. If you're a diver, you can pretty much scratch seafood off your list, and you just go, and you have your pick. You go down there and you can pick and you can choose. So it's there's no bycatch or anything. Everything is exactly what you want and how you want.
Yeah,
And it's
I used to.
just a cool way.
I would go out to Catalina Island off
Yeah.
the coast, and we'd go into the kelp forest,
Yep.
and we'd use Australian slings or Hawaiian slings to catch our dinner.
Yeah, down there what'd you get down there? I think they have like sheephead and cod and a lot of different perch and rockfish. What did you target mostly? What was your best fish that you got?
Anything that I could spear and eat. At that time I was out on the island partying a lot, so I needed to get some kind of food in me.
now Catalina, that's like 20 miles off of San Diego, right?
20 miles off of Newport. About 30 from like LA, Long Beach area.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a little ways out there. A lot of flying fish out that way too.
Yeah. Flying fish, I think they're cool, man. I've seen those down in Mexico. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've seen them too. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love it when porpoises are racing your boat and stuff. Dolphins.
Yeah, I was in this last summer. I was in between or in the middle of like a group of about 60 of them. That was really wild, just seeing them all, surface and jump, and they were all around me, and that was a really cool experience. I called my girlfriend and I said, baby, you can't believe this. You can't believe this. Being on the water, there's so many times where I'm just like, wow, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It's definitely a fun life.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
man.
and we're hitting on 10:30 here.
Yeah, and I gotta wake up early. Sam, thank you very, very much. I guess it's time I show my face. I appreciate you being with us tonight, Sam. Had a lot of fun having you on. Jacob, thank you also for joining us.
Being the cameraman.
The cameraman.
Don't forget the cameraman.
You're part of the Flash fam, Sam. Jacob knows this already.
Yeah. Thanks, brother.
I'll definitely let you know next time I'm back home.
Yes, please. Let's link up and do something. I appreciate you bringing me on, man. It's been great. And check out my channel, like and sub it.
Descriptions down below. Coming. Also, Team Waters sonar research.
Waters sonar, huge. They were so instrumental.
They did a lot for them on the Missouri River. There's a link to a donation for them down below, right under Sam's channel. So go to his channel. If you like what you see, please show him some Flash Fam love. And hit that subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell.
Thanks, Ed.
Hey, no
Can we get a
worries, brother.
Fist bump? Can we get a fist bump?
Oh, we
Fist
can't fist
bump.
bump. You know
Oh.
you know
No,
what? Fist bump.
we're doing it, bro. We're fist bumping, bro.
You bet, yeah. Boom.
Cool, guys.
Everybody, thank you for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with Toledo, Jess, Dano, and I. And Jesse and I will be on in a day or two and let you know about what's going on with Spike Strike, our buddy Spike Littlejohn of Spike Strike.
Yeah, so we're gonna leave this open for a little while. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So if anybody, hasn't made their donation yet and wants to do it, the sooner you can get that done, the sooner we can get this off to them.
That's right.
It would be greatly appreciated.
I want to say one thing. MP Shot at Twice has been a huge supporter and a helper also on Jared's channel, answering questions. So thank you for doing that for Adventures with Purpose, and for me and for Sam.
He's been showing me
And
love
also
too.
showing,
Thanks, bro.
and also do what?
He's been showing me a lot of love too, so thanks. Appreciate that.
I was going to say
Thank you,
showing support
MP.
for here. He's been here the whole time.
Oh yeah, from the beginning. I appreciate it, and I hope we see you around more. I hope you all like what you see, and the regulars, thank you very much. The newcomers, thank you. Again, Sam, I greatly appreciate it. I thoroughly enjoyed meeting you, and I know our
Likewise.
trails will cross again. Jacob, one day, buddy. One day. And as always, Jesse and Dano,
Jacob.
thank you for being my two bros and part of this channel. Everybody, until next week, may you always have a flash in your pan.
And you know what he's going to say next.
That's right, Jesse. Maybe one day, too, we'll meet you on the river, in the ocean, who knows where.
In the field.
Yeah, who knows
At
where.
Walmart.
At Walmart. Yeah, don't forget Walmart. Wally
Good
World.
night, everybody.
All right, guys. Thanks, guys.
God
Good night,
bless.
everyone.
Take care.
Later,
You
folks.
too. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Later.
1. Five, four, three, two.